Look at her, she's spitting nerdy. Look at her, she's spitting nerdy. Can't you see she's spitting nerdy? Look at her, she's spitting nerdy.
Good morning, everyone. I just finished packing up my car because today I'm going to San Diego to visit my parents for the weekend. Slash a little bit more than just the weekend. It was my dad's birthday, so we got to celebrate that, and also I just haven't seen my parents in a while, so we're going to San Diego. Usually when I vlog, I have my day like mostly planned out, and I at least kind of know what I'm gonna eat, just so that, you know, I can provide like useful information for you guys. But I figured today I don't really have a solid plan, and I thought it would be good to take you guys along on a day when like I don't really know what's going on. And since I am on a pretty restrictive diet right now for autoimmune issues, it's challenging when you're going other places and you don't know what's going on and you don't have a plan. I'm gonna bring you along with me, show you what I do when I don't have a plan and I need to stick to a pretty strict diet. And also, this will be a good like what I eat in a day to support gut health, because that is the primary goal right now. Healing my gut, healing my body to fix my skin and fix my overall health. So I just made some tea and I was gonna put collagen in it, and I realized I packed my collagen in the car. So maybe I'll dump some collagen in when I get out there. But I just used my peppermint tea and then my hibiscus tea, which is just my go-to morning tea combination. I just like it. Oh, you know what? I have half a lemon in the fridge. I'm gonna add a squeeze of lemon. Lemon water on an empty stomach has not been shown to do anything remotely beneficial for the body for the most part. Like, people all the time in vlogs are like, oh yeah, I have my morning lemon water to aid digestion and do all these fancy magical properties. And the most magical thing about it is that it tastes good, to be honest. So since it's gonna be a while until I can sip on my tea, I figured I would have some blueberries in the meantime just to put a little something in my stomach, because it's gonna be a while before I can eat and we ain't about the intermittent fasting life anymore. Also, look at my little plant. Oh, you can't see that. Hang on. Look at it. I got a little rosemary plant from the grocery store the other day. It's probably gonna be dead by the time I get back, but I tried. So I'm actually feeling pretty darn good today. When I was getting ready this morning, I threw on some music and I just like jammed out in my room, and let me tell you, there is nothing better than jamming out to your favorite song in your room and just dancing around and feeling good first thing in the morning. I look like an idiot because I can't dance at all, but it made me happy and I had fun. It was a great way to start the day, and that's what matters.
Hello, daughter.
Hello, Mommy. Do you want to meet at Whole Foods in like 2 hours?
Yeah, we can. I'd be more than happy to. Well, enjoy whatever podcast you're going to listen to, and I'll be chatting with you soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye, honey.
Bye. My mom's the best. I can't find my mom. Looking for her at Whole Foods. She's nowhere to be found. Hello! That's pretty much my staple foods. Zucchini, cauliflower, carrots, kale, broccolini, avocado. I just need meat. Raspberries.
I want apple.
Find the perfect avocado.
Find the perfect green drink.
No. This one likes green juices. I did not inherit that trait
Yet.
but I'm gonna try it. Oh,
You
yes.
might be surprised.
There's so much celery in it. I already tried celery juicing.
I put some wheatgrass.
It didn't go well.
I put wheatgrass in there
Oh,
too, so
great.
it's gonna, yeah. Not bad.
I don't like the aftertaste. It's not the worst thing ever.
Just drink more. Drink.
Just don't stop drinking so you don't get the aftertaste.
Yeah. That's not bad.
It's finally breakfast time, so I'm just cooking up some ground beef over here. Unfortunately not from Buy Ranch Direct, so sad. And then I'm going to cook up all of these veggies and mix it all up and just make another like veggie scrambled meat hash. So I have purple sweet potato. This is the delicata squash, the one that looks like this squash. And then rainbow carrots, some zucchini, riced cauliflower, and then I'm also gonna throw in some kale. Again, just focusing on nutrient density using high quality ground beef, tons of veggies, tons of different colors, lots of fiber, lots of nutrients. It's gonna be really good breakfast. So here is the final product, full of healthy protein, tons of complex healthy carbs. And then I also made myself a little turmeric latte drink of sorts. It's just turmeric, cinnamon, a little bit of ginger, and then carob powder. It's not really like the best thing ever, but it's decent. So my parents have been very much concerned about me with all of my skin issues, and they wanted me to make an appointment with doctors and such. So I just called the like 1 out of 2 doctors in America that know what topical steroid withdrawal syndrome is, because that is the current theory for what I'm going through. And so I'm trying to make an appointment with that doctor. So we shall see how that goes. I mean, I'm inclined to think that because this is his specialty, it would probably be a positive diagnosis anyway, because the symptoms match, right? Like if you go to a dermatologist, they're gonna say it's a skin issue. If you go to a gastroenterologist, they're gonna say it's a gut issue. But I do what?
But except for the fact that he's been doing this for a long time, and he's gonna probably make sure that that's what it is.
That is true. Yeah, hopefully he will be. He does seem like he has a few interviews on YouTube, so hopefully he's gonna be comprehensive and look at the whole picture and figure it out. But I also have a new fun symptom. I have potato feet. Look at my foot.
An ankle.
It's so swollen. It looks like a potato. Oh my goodness. This is why my parents are scared, because potato foot.
Terrified.
This is why you should be scared.
I am.
Well, that's...
But it's also kind of funny. The mother and I are on our way to the beach to go just like hang out by the beach, get a little tea, chill, chit chat, catch up, all the good things. And you know, not gonna lie, I've been snacking for the last few hours, but I never had a substantial enough snack to be like, I should pick up the camera and vlog the snack. But I've kind of been munching for the last few hours. So, yeah. One potato, 2 potato. I don't know why I'm in such a snacky mood today, but I'm having some pork rinds while making a dinner that I have been wanting to make since going AIP, but have not had the willpower to try to do by myself. So luckily, my mother has graciously volunteered to help me make AIP pizza. I'm making pizza, guys. So right now I'm mixing up the dough. I'm just doing a regular like cassava flour dough, the thing that I usually use to make tortillas. Just gonna turn it into a pizza crust. And then instead of doing like a marinara no-mayo sauce, we're just doing a pesto sauce. And then I was gonna make AIP cheese, but all the good recipes are made with coconut. And I'm starting to think that coconut is one of my not so good foods. I think it makes me kind of itchy. So decided to just go cheese-free today, unfortunately, but maybe sometime in the future, I'll experiment with coconut cheese. Okay, this is really annoying.
Why don't we put it in like one of my food processors?
I forgot that those existed. Going in our AIP pesto one, basil, olive oil, salt, nutritional yeast to add the cheesy flavor, garlic. Is that it?
Oh, garlic, yeah. Gotta get
I
garlic.
think that's it. Boom, look at that professional crust. It's so circular and crusty. My pizza is in the oven and I could not be more excited. That crust turned out amazing. I mean, we'll see how it is once I bake it and like the pizza is pizzaed, but the crust by itself was really, really good. I'll definitely link the recipe down below. It's the same recipe I've been using for all my cassava flour tortillas, but I am so stoked to be about to eat pizza. The one thing that may not be so obvious about this pizza is that it is extraordinarily fat heavy. The crust that I made had 3/4 of a cup of olive oil in it, and I used half of it, and then the basil's full of olive oil as well. So it's just like, it's basically half oil. So it's very, very fat heavy. Don't worry, I'm getting in my healthy fats today. And then I'm also getting in a ton of carbs from the cassava. Now, cassava is not usually a form of carb that I would lean towards if I'm like, okay, I wanna have some healthy complex carbs. Cassava is not very nutrient dense. It's kind of like potato, where like, it's a carb, but it doesn't have a ton of stuff that's like really great for you. Whereas like, vegetables, you know, those are very, very nutrient dense complex carbs. My main form of carbs day to day on AIP has been sweet potato. I'll usually have at least 1, if not 2 sweet potatoes per day, and that's A, because like I'm not trying to be low carb, and oh snap, that's my pizza.
Okay.
I should get that out. Excuse me a minute, I will come back and talk about carbs. Ugh. Okay, pardon the interruption. I have no idea if my pizza's done cooking, but it's not burnt, so it's fine for now. I'm just gonna put it in for another 5 minutes and then check on it. Anyway, carbs, everyone's favorite food. I have been eating so many sweet potatoes on AIP because I'm not trying to be low carb, and without sweet potato, honestly, it would be very easy to be low carb on AIP because AIP does restrict fructose, so you can't even have a ton of fruit. But the point of AIP is not to be low carb. And while I am someone who personally functions better on a higher fat diet, that doesn't mean that I want to be zero carb. Like, I still want carbs in my life. I still absolutely love sweet potato. And in my opinion, sweet potato is one of the best forms of complex carbs that you can eat. And on top of that, obviously I'm eating a ton of vegetables, which are carbs, but like, they're not very carb dense because they're not very calorie dense. And speaking of calories, that's another reason that I'm eating sweet potato, because without sweet potato, I would also not be eating a lot of calories. And obviously I'm not trying to go super low calorie and lose a ton of weight while doing this. I need to give my body fuel, give it calories, give it nutrients in order to heal. Not trying to be in a deficit, and eating sweet potatoes and eating higher carb foods is a great way to keep my calories up. A great and delicious way to keep my calories up. So often I see that when people start their fitness journeys, they go low carb, or at least they try to go low carb. And I think a lot of this stems from the dogma around keto that circulates, where, I mean, a lot of people do have success with keto. For a lot of people, keto can be absolutely amazing. Is it necessary for weight loss? Absolutely not. Is cutting carbs necessary for weight loss? Absolutely not. You don't want to be over consuming carbs because you don't want to be over consuming calories, because if you're eating too many calories, then yeah, you're not going to lose weight. But you should be consuming, oh, that smells really good. Consuming the macro ratio that's optimal for you and your body and makes you personally feel the best is going to be optimal for your goals, whatever your goals are. For most people, generally when you're trying to lose fat, it is a little bit easier when you have a little bit more fat in your diet. But that doesn't mean you need to cut out all carbs. And if you're trying to build muscle, having more carbs does tend to be beneficial because it gives you a lot more energy, which is going to increase your strength, increase your performance in the gym, and thus enhance muscle building. So there is a little bit of like carb manipulation you can use in your journey to achieve your goals, but overall, like, the thing that I'm trying to say is that carbs are great. You don't need to cut out carbs, whatever your goals are. If you want to do keto and cut out carbs, you can. That's fine. Fat is great too. I love me a good fat bomb, but you don't have to cut out carbs. You can have the pizza, as I am about to do. Oh my goodness, it's like bubbly. It's a little bit crispy. This looks perfectly cooked. And here we have the final product. So I have my cassava flour tortilla with some pesto, chicken, olives, red onion, artichoke, arugula, and a little bit of nutritional yeast. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited for pizza. Time to taste test. See how the crust holds up. I don't know how well it's holding up. I mean, it's like, it's not gonna stick out like a pizza, but it's not collapsing. It might be a little bit, not gooey, but tortilla texture. It's not crust texture. Like, it's good, It's missing something. But I'm happy. I'm still happy. The toppings make up for anything the crust lacks. I ended up making myself another turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, carob drink latte tea thing. So I'm gonna be drinking this, but I think it's time for me to like wind down for the night, relax, have some me time. Started watching Orphan Black again. Last time I watched it, I made it through all the seasons that were available and I had one season left, and then I just never watched the last season, and now I feel like I have to go back and rewatch it because it gets so complicated in the second to last season. So rewatching it, we'll finally get to watch the ending, and I am excited about that. I'm just gonna kick back for an hour or so, watch that, and then get ready for bed, and I'll catch up with you then. It is time for sleep. I am very sleepy and also still extraordinarily full. Like, I feel like sleeping right now might not be the best idea because I'm still digesting, but at the same time it's late. I need to go to sleep. So, just gonna try to go to sleep. Hopefully, when I wake up in the morning, my feet will no longer look like potatoes, my skin will be clear, and everything will be back to normal. Anyway, I'm rambling. It's time for me to go to sleep. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really does support me and my channel, and I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your fitness buddies. If you want to see more videos from me all about health and fitness, you can check those out over here. If you want to see future videos from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there and hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye.